And welcome back, Legends and Germs, to the Winds of Winter. All right, guys. Not much happened last time, but why don't you fill me in on what it was on how it went from your perspective?
Feel like it went great. No
Scylla did
notes.
some anxious pacing for like
Yeah.
most of the
Yep.
episode.
That's most of what we did, really. We went to
Anxious
the
Was like walking in
pacing.
bookstore.
circles.
Yeah,
We went to
we
the
did go to the
bookstore.
bookstore.
Did
Oh, I'm gonna write that down. I got
arranged
that.
for a cute little wedding gift.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yep.
And then we
Um,
went by the church to
and someone
see.
named Rachel is there.
Yeah, who's
Or
Rachel?
in town. Not there. In town. Don't know who that
If
is.
if this Rachel was there, I doubt Scylla would have been in that building for much longer.
Right.
Gotta go.
And then it was so funny because Scylla was like, I don't want to wait by the gate. That would be weird. And then we immediately
Just
waited by the
went to go
gate.
wait by the gate.
Okay.
Just
Yep.
gotta go kick it.
Yep. Somehow not surprised.
Okay. I take notes like Belle thinks a lot of the time. So I don't know what the note Kahoo means, but I wrote down Ka-HOO. And I don't remember why.
So Kahu, Kahu, is the name of Tally and Porter's hound dog.
Oh yeah, they're
Oh, they got a doggy.
Yes, they
I
got
need
a
to not
doggy.
forget that because that's important.
Very important.
Puppy.
Oh, I'm gonna talk to that puppy. I'm gonna talk to that motherfucking puppy.
Yeah, Tally was very excited at the prospect of speak with animals.
That's right. Yeah, we chilled by the gate and met Scylla's family.
Tally jumped out of a moving cart.
I was gonna say an absolute
Tuck and roll, tuck and
menace
roll.
and the hottest man alive. So
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we picked up last session with Yvain stress working and Scylla and Belle coming to bed, and the next morning you guys woke up. Tally and Porter showed up after you guys had made a trip to the bookstore and picked up a wedding gift. Checked to see if Tally and Porter had signed in, but saw that two more guests had arrived for the wedding. Neither of which were Tally or Porter. One of them seemed one of the names, the father Alford could not remember exactly what the name was, but uh, the implied name seemed to send Scylla into a bit of a tailspin. We put that into another box in the warehouse that is Scylla's head, and then you went to the gate to wait for Tally and Porter, and not long after you got there, they arrived. Tally, like you guys mentioned, tucking and rolling out of a moving carriage. The spindly, bookish looking poodle girl, half elf that is Tally Stone with the fiery red curls. You also met her beau, her husband to be, Porter, who, like you guys said, very good looking. He, tall
like a
blonde,
14.
tall blonde
Like
human man, ramrod straight, sculpted of marble. But the quiet type just picked up the bags, checked on his girls, and made sure that they were okay before heading off to handle business after paying the driver. Um, the two of you, Yvain and Belle, quickly left Tally and Scylla to catch up. The two of you
Sprinted
headed
away.
the two of you headed to the beach and had a bit of a heart to heart and decided to, kind of hold things for yourselves for right now, uh, to really kind of let Scylla focus on her family for this moment. But when you guys feel ready, you guys will revisit this topic with a little bit more emotional literacy, shall we say. And then you guys smoked a joint. got blazed on the beach as the sun set in front of you. And while they were doing that, Scylla, you and your sister caught up on quite a few things. Porter's been sneaking, not sneaking, but has gotten a new mysterious job after
Sketchy
leaving the
job. Yeah.
sketchy job
So
that he doesn't
sketchy.
like to talk about after leaving the Crown's Guard that has him working nights for a mysterious benefactor. Weird. Um, but apparently he's making good money. Um, Tally has been uh, very studious and is, you know, taking up, and, has decided her major and her, her other sorts of things that go along with schooling, and is progressing exponentially through her studies on her way to becoming a fully fledged wizard and graduate. Um, she's got a lovely mentor out who was in the uh, from the divination department. Um, Her name was Professor Willingham, and she had also been spending a lot of her off time trying to learn uh, different things that could help you in your condition. Um, but during that conversation, you led her to the house, the little beach house on the edge of the jungle by the beach, and discussed with Tally the theories that you had percolating in your brain about the strange memories you uncovered when the false Hydra was killed, along with the evidence found on that crib and on the as well as the rest of the house. Um, she shared with you that she had a feeling that your theories might be correct. She also had a weird feeling about you and Belle. She originally chalked it up to you two were sleeping together and was very weirded out about that and immediately tried to ask you what the fuck was going on because something in her brain, like this math is not mathing, as she likes to say. It's one of her little catchphrases. Um, but yeah, after hearing a lot of your story, she is very interested in what is going the fuck on with your whole little group here and just what is happening. um but you guys decided to make your trek back to the Rebel Oak Tavern to meet up with hopefully Yvain, Bell, and Porter. And that is where we pick up with Scylla and Tally walking back through Sawyer Street to the Rebel Oak Tavern, and Yvain and Bell just taking that last drag off the roach and stubbing it out in the sand. The sun is just about set. The sky is a beautiful deep shade of purple, and the stars are beginning to twinkle in the sky. The moons, both of them, shine brightly. Katha is in a sort of a semi-crescent uh, formation as Ruidus shines sort of dully beside her. But Yvain and Bell, what would you guys like to do? You all have disadvantage on dexterity checks, and your wisdom until your next long rest is increased by 4. Your wisdom scores are increased by 4. Dexterity, you have disadvantage on dexterity and dexterity saves and checks.
Good at those anyway.
How long would it be? How long would it take before it's weird that we're just here?
Um, I don't fucking know. I've spent like 3 days down here.
Mm. We should probably go back at some point, though. Like we have to make an appearance and do the talking
I
and
know,
all that.
I know. Yeah. Yeah. You're right.
Okay.
You're always right.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to stand up before
Have fun.
yep. I'm gonna try to stand up.
Go ahead and make a deck save, I guess.
But
At
I know
disadvantage, please.
I normally okay, whatever. Oh, that was an at 20.
This is not at something that you can see. This is the ground.
14.
14. Okay. You stand up and you kind of get a little bit of a head rush, and then it kind of soaks down into your body, and you can feel it kind of it's like very light pins and needles going down through your arms down to the tips of your fingers and toes, and you feel very relaxed and just kind of the world has sort of clarified to a point. It's like before this point, the world had been because this is your second time smoking it now, right? Yeah.
Mhm.
So the world, it felt like up until this point, the world had been vibrating ever so slightly at a very rapid pace, and now the world is kind of slowed, clarified and now it's going at your speed. It's now like just everything is kind of flowing and you almost know where to step and things just kind of make sense
Huh.
and you kind of just go with the flow.
All right, Belle. You want up?
Hmm?
Do you want up?
Oh, I'm not getting up.
I try to pick Belle up.
You scoop Belle up and plop him on your shoulders. Belle, you've got the same feeling going. It is very nice to turn your brain off for a while.
Salty down here.
I navigate back to the Rebel Oak.
Without issue, you make your way back. It's yeah, you're a bit your feet are a bit sea leggy, but it's nothing. It's like you're buzzed. It's like you're lightly
Yeah.
buzzed. Yeah. Um so you make your way back to the Rebel Oak Tavern and you guys get there apparently first. Um uh and you guys head in, grab a table, maybe a drink or two if you'd like. And we are going to shift perspectives over to Scylla and Tally as you guys are kind of picking your way out of the jungle into Sawyer Street now. People are passing by you with like planks and tools and stuff. They're finishing up their day's work as the sun is setting. But Tally kind of looks around and goes, "You know, it wouldn't have been too bad a place to kind of to grow up, you know?
Yeah, I don't think it would have been terrible.
Yeah.
Nice views, at least.
I need to see a little bit more of the town, but you know, it's
It's
pretty where
very like
it was pretty
it,
down by the house.
it's very the rest of it's very like hoity-toity,
Really?
like kind of like the center of. Yeah, it's kind of like there's like a casino here, like
Oh,
one of those like high-end ones. It's weird.
I heard there were a lot of there were a few really nice casinos and a few really nice hotels. Porter was mentioning a hotel that his boss was suggesting.
Just his boss. No, no more information. Just his boss.
I don't that's really I mean, he talks about his coworkers and his boss quite often, you know, when he's home. But it's all just like, you know, normal work stuff, just like, oh, this person was late for his shift, this person you know, didn't get this part right or, you know, this person is doing a really good job or we had the, you know, oh, this person made a really funny joke or, you know, it's all like, you know, normal stuff. I can't like
Just like weird vibes.
you know he's good at lying, but he can't lie to me, you know?
So he's doing it by like omission or like something that you wouldn't ask a lot of
I
questions about.
think he's I think he's yeah, something like that. I think he's like
I'll bully
framing
him. It's
I,
fine.
I think he's framing his stories just like super weird, you know? So he doesn't have to lie,
Hmm.
but
Sketchy as
but
fuck.
he
I'm
talks
gonna
but
beat him
apparent
up.
But apparently he has conversations with his boss like at least like multiple times a week. So, you know,
Okay,
I guess they work pretty closely.
interesting. I don't know Rex and Trim enough to like guess like that, but you know, I'll bully him. It's fine.
Okay. I was, like I said, I was kind of counting on that.
It's fine. It's
At this point, you guys are stepping up to the Rebel Oak Tavern, and at this point, you see a figure kind of stand from a seated position at one of the tables outside, and it's Porter. Uh, he had somehow managed to like he's a very striking figure. You like he's your brother as well. You recognize that face anywhere. You did not see him when he came up until he stood. It was it's weird. You're like, where? It's like he came out of nowhere.
Were you just fucking hiding?
No, I was just sitting at the table.
Okay.
Are
How
you
did
going to say,
you know what?
are you going to say hello?
No, fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you too. He
Yes.
gives you a hug.
Give him a hug.
He gives you one of like the spine cracks
Hmm.
that he's good at, and he just leans in, gives Tally a quick kiss. How's everything? Going all right? And she kind of goes, "Well, did you hear anything about what's been going on here?" And he kind of nods and he says, "Ah, yes. Wish we had gotten here sooner. We could have been some help."
No, I did not want you here any sooner. Absolutely not. No, no.
Right. Well, I talked to a Father Alford, and he seemed like a good old chap. Seemed to know his business. Um, but I took care of everything, so we'll be good to go on schedule, I think, within a week. So,
Are
yeah,
you
seven
staying at the
days.
fancy hotel or with us?
Well, that depends. We have a room booked there, but I also took the liberty of booking us a room here as well.
Money, Porter. What the? Just how are you affording this?
Rexingtram has different, shall we say, property values, and it's much more expensive to live there than it is around here. I'll say that much. It's
Okay.
why I picked
Okay.
this place. It was given to me on suggestion by a very trusted source. He winks at you. Uh, but this town has excellent wine, and Tally goes, "I know." Tally's gotten a taste for vineyards, shall we say. But uh, they have excellent wines here. I heard that there's great entertainment, there's a theater, as well as a beautiful place right by the water, and it's sort of near where we grew up. So, you know, I thought it'd be nice to have a sort of taste, a sort of feeling of home when we did this whole thing. And you can see him kind of start to turn to blush a little bit. Um,
Oh, don't do that, Porter. Are you going to blush?
anyway, shall we go inside, get us some drinks?
Sure, you guys can. Yes. I'm friends with the lady who owns this place.
Oh, really? Why did
Not
you?
like that. Why
So
did you
why?
say it like that?
Because you could have gotten us a discount anyway.
Only I
And
get the discount. You guys can
he,
pay full fucking price. I just killed a Hydra for you. Fuck off.
you just did what? And this is the first time he's raised his voice at all. You know
Mhm.
Porter, he is a very like soft-spoken man. They have raised their voice. You did what?
Have you? It wasn't a Hydra. It's fine. It was a false Hydra. So
What the
assume that's
fuck
fine.
is that?
It ate all these people's memories. It's fine. It's dead now. Lots of traumatic things happened. It's good. It's in the
He
box
just looks at
over
Tally.
there.
He just looks at Tally and she says, and she just holds up like four fingers and then I was like, and he just nods, walks up to the bar and says, "I'm going to need a bottle of whiskey and a couple of glasses as well." And at this point, Scylla, you notice Yvain and Belle sitting at a table inside.
I feel like as Scylla and Tally are walking in, they've like gotten into some like stupid sibling argument, and we're just like fucking shoving each other, like just fighting each other. I feel like it just realizes that like Scylla's so fucking young. She's 20 years old. Like they're little babies as they're like pushing and shoving each other and like calling their names in like the jesting sibling way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so she's like she's like stepping on the back of your dress as you're trying to walk in.
This table's a lot of money. Fuck off.
But yeah, as you turn, you see Yvain and Belle kind of just going.
She shoves her and she starts
What?
walking to the
I'm
table.
not doing anything. Stop.
I'm not doing anything. You never do.
You have something in your hair, and she tugs your hair.
At least I'm not a ginger. And then she runs away.
Bitch.
Girls,
She-
stop fighting. Sit. Have a drink.
She walks after you, and Porter soon arrives. Oh God, are they trying to kill each other already?
It was bound to happen, Porter. It's fine.
I thought you could at least make it 24 hours.
We made it like 3. That's a good enough.
He places a bottle of very nice whiskey on the table, as well as a couple of glasses, and sits down with you, kind of neatly tucking his chair in, and looks to the two of you, Yvain and Belle. I wanted to apologize for my behavior earlier. I was terribly rude. I just took off without ever introducing myself to the two of you. Hello, my name is Porter Stone. It's a pleasure to meet you. Any friend of Scylla's is a friend of mine.
Ben kind of gives him an up down, just trying to like, what is this dude's vibe? And she shakes his hand though.
Give me an insight check. This guy has a very firm grip to rival your like. You felt a grip this firm about once or twice before. Your dad and Hangman.
I got a 9.
This guy seems like a good dude. He seems his face is very open. He's got he's got a very charming smile. One of his teeth is a little crooked. It's like one of his canines kind of grew in a little sideways over one of the other, so it kind of gives him a little bit of a gap tooth look in one of it. But he's got a very charming smile. He's got these big brown puppy dog eyes that peek out from a couple of strands of blonde hair that keep falling into his eye that he keeps having to push out. But despite, looking like a frat boy, he looks like the sweetest frat boy you've ever seen in your life. Like the kind of one who would punch somebody out if they misgendered you. Like that's the kind of vibe this guy gives.
Hello, Porter. I'm Yvain.
Pleasure. And you.
I'm Belbin. You're so big.
And you are so small. Should I use one finger or just the whole hand?
I don't give a fuck.
Don't want to crush you. And he takes your hand, and it's weird. He finds a way, as if he's like used to shaking like smaller people's hands. He finds a way to give you a full-on handshake without crushing your hand, and you feel like I don't feel like a baby. I don't feel like he just like grabbed my whole arm and shook it. I feel like a man. I feel like, yeah, okay. You feel like somehow more confident in your own self.
You need more of that.
So where did you guys go? You smell weird.
To the
What do you
beach.
what do you mean? Where did we go?
No, these
Oh.
two. They
Oh.
look suspicious.
We went
I
to
have
the beach.
no
Guilty.
idea what you mean. We just
Oh.
went
So we were
to
going to
the
the beach. We went to the beach.
You see Porter kind of just surreptitiously sniffing,
We talked
and
about my
just
dead sister.
takes a sip of the whiskey.
Was it the good talk?
I don't fucking know.
Do you know anything right now?
It didn't feel good on the inside.
Well,
Felt okay
that's
on
what
the
these are
outside.
for. And he plonks glass in front of you and pours.
Hey, fucking downs it.
I have so many questions for you, Scylla. Let's just
I'm
start with one.
okay.
How are you?
Oh, terrible. It's fine though. Just
Do
very
you
bad.
need? All right. Do you need anything?
Would you think if I said lobotomy, would you find that funny? Or no?
I'd be concerned. I might chuckle, but I'd be concerned.
Then I won't say that.
All right.
There's nothing really to be done. At this point, it's like just a lot of unpacking things, and you know I'm very bad at that. So they're in a little box now, so we're
Right.
fine. At least for now.
Well, I may have something to help with that.
The
And
boxes?
he reaches into a little side. He carries a little like sling pouch. He reaches
Indiana
inside,
Jones.
and he brings out two rectangular boxes. And Tally's like, "What are those?" And he was just like, "I have my secrets." Click, click, and he like clicks the boxes together. It's a little bit of an early wedding present, but and he hands a box to you and to Tally.
Oh. Why am I getting a present? That's your Are these supposed to
Well,
go the other way
because
around?
just open the box, fucker.
Okay. I like look at it like it's
Yeah,
gonna
Tally's
explode a
already like
little
ripping.
bit.
Tally's already like tearing it open. Um,
Uh,
inside is a very nice gilded silver mirror with a small blue what looks like a sapphire embedded just below the mirror's face, and on the back is inscribed some kind of runic stuff on the back, but they're a matching set.
very cute, Porter.
You see Tally is like welled up with tears.
Okay,
Like,
she's crying. Why is she crying?
it's a scry mirror. It's a two-way scry mirror.
So it looks a little emotional right now, but we'll not be letting it out. And gives Porter a side hug.
And she just like like squeezes Porter, and she goes, how what's the time limitation? And he goes, 1 hour.
Jeez.
That's why it's silver.
Thank you,
Um,
Porter. Jesus. I mean, whatever fucking God I'm supposed to say when I say that.
God, we gotta figure out like a, a
Is there
replacement
like a
for that one.
universal one? Like,
Yeah, I don't
what's the Everlight? What's the Jesus Christ version?
know.
I like in the
Well,
southern
if
accent. I love
Like
oh
Trickfoot.
Melora.
if we were,
Oh,
oh
Oh,
Laura,
Melora. Ioun's tits.
oh God, oh gods, it would if it was if you're a Raven Queen supporter, it's Pervon. Pervon, Pervon, Mary and Joseph. But yeah, Tally is just like now she's moved from sobbing and excited that she can talk to her sister whenever she wants for an hour a day, that she has now moved on to nerding out over what a cool magical item this is.
She's like looking at the runes. Like,
Yep, exactly. She's already like got the runes out. She's like looking at her notebook and like checking stuff. And so while she's doing that, she's completely tuned all of you out. Porter starts asking just like about how you've been, what you've been up to these last 2 years.
I just give him the not the like the extremely detailed rundown I gave Tally, but like the the play by play.
Okay. So he's stone faced through it all,
Of
just
course.
but every time you drop a bit of a bomb, he just pours himself another shot. And after you finish, you realize he's taken about 5 throughout the whole of your story. And he goes, "Well, you've certainly had a time of it. Me,
Yep.
and I thought I was going to be the one with crazy stories.
Oh, I'm gonna get those out of you, just by the way. So,
Oh, whatever. Well, the three of you, well, 4, 5, it was. I see. 3. That's gods above. I know what it's like to lose people that you've known for a little while, at least, but nothing like this. I can't. He pours out a glass for each of you and sets one
So-
in the center of the table and fills it to the brim, overflowing it just a little bit. And he sets the glass down to Catherine.
Tilla puts hers back down and does not drink it and passes it to Bill.
Porter just slides that back over. But the conversation continues with Porter and Tally at this point both kind of grilling you all a little bit about this your adventures, what's been going on, and it seems like Tally has a main focus. So who the fuck is this guy?
Oh, our mysterious benefactor?
Have you like through this whole thing you have not like talked anything about, like finding out more about him or, just anything about that. You've just, been doing whatever he says based on what exactly?
He
He knows shit.
intimate details about our lives.
Okay, and why didn't you not like slap him and make him tell you things?
We haven't met
Oh,
him.
I thought about this. I
Slap the
threatened
people
people that
talking to
first
you
night
and
we were
make them
there.
tell you things. Like what? Or at least like once you left, like why didn't you look for information? Why did like
Well, we did ask Gilmore, and he didn't.
oh you
seem
asked
to know.
one guy. Come on, you guys.
Bullying the
It's
fuck out
it's
of
a
us.
fair criticism. To be fair, we've been
I don't mean to
sidetracked quite a
be I
bit.
don't mean to be a shit. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to
She
work
does.
on
She
that.
does mean to be a shit. No, fully. This
I
is
mean
a
to be a
purpose.
shit to you, fuckhead.
Fuck off.
I mean,
I will
going
throw this
questioning
drink in your fucking face. What? What?
Oh no, never mind.
I'm sorry, Belle. You were
Going
saying.
and questioning about a man who seems to know intimate details about our lives seems to be a poor choice, just in general, considering he seems to be able to find us wherever the fuck we are at any given point in time.
Yeah, and he knows
And
And
just, like,
personally,
put
I
the
like
castle
at any
there.
keeping
given
the rest of
point.
my family alive.
Yeah, if a person like that can
Okay, well,
do all these
people like
crazy
that.
things, then he
Okay,
could
well,
probably hurt us.
that's the
People
thing.
we love.
People like that have to leave a trace of their existence somewhere.
There is no person, fey, fiend, or mundane, that can just go around and know everything without at least leaving evidence of their existence.
He's got a big fucking castle that moves around. There's plenty of evidence.
Yes,
Just
what
people
what did
don't
you
see
say
the
it was
fucking
called? It
castle.
was some elvish thing?
Cardor Echo Castle the Cold Heart.
Cardon Ekor Emel. Castle of the Cold Heart.
I'll learn that one day.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have not
It
heard
didn't.
of
It's
this.
not even a single word came to my brain.
I have not heard of this, but that is ancient Elvish. That is very old. So it tells me that at least that the name is very old. So whoever told it to him was at least very old or knew of things very old. So if he knows of things very old, there are a few people that I can look into about who knows old things. And who
Where
knows
did
old, and if there are old things, maybe that will pop up something about this. The elves are always so meticulous about detail, but they're just very ambiguous about detail. You know, they take down every detail, but they always describe it in like 5 fucking paragraphs, what they could say in 2. I love dwarfs. I love dwarfs so much. I wish I was a dwarf. I
It
sometimes feel like a bigot against my own people. It's so annoying. Porter kind of like looks over to it. How much have you had to drink, my love? She's like, I don't know. How many drinks did you pour me?
he's too big to
She's
be a
like,
dwarf.
she's got like a bottle and a half of wine in front of her.
in
Yeah, and Scylla just
Dwarvish,
like pulls that away.
Yeah.
in Dwarvish, Yvain will say, "Yeah, like they're really to the point. It's very refreshing."
She replies in Dwarvish. Do you see how you were able to say all of that with like 4 words?
Duh.
The two of you just start like she just starts jabbering away in Dwarvish way faster than you can keep up.
Fucking hell, Tally, I can't keep up.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I do that when I'm drunk sometimes. I forget where there are so many people at school from like all over the globe. Like or is the world flat? I don't know. There's some studies going on right now by some really weird people. And you know, never doubt any science until it's disproven, but I'm pretty sure it's been disproven. But anyway, um
You're right. We should be looking into this more.
okay, don't get yourself into trouble, but like, I mean, who is this guy?
Didn't
How
we say
does he
we were
know
gonna
all
meet
this
him
stuff?
next
Like, aren't you
time?
curious at all?
Well, no, we are curious. He said that.
Like, okay,
I
did you
guess we
feel
had.
weird when you left his castle after you talked to him about that? Or wait, no, you never spoke to him.
No, we've been going through his assistant, I guess.
Did you feel weird when you talked to his assistant?
Do we remember feeling weird?
you can make a history check at this point. You guys are pretty faded and
I was pretty busy eating.
yeah, you
There
were
was
a little
unlimited food
distracted with new people and
forever.
it was a very big environment. It was all a bit overwhelming now that you think
So
back
much
to
food.
it.
I was
Holy
threatening
fuck.
butlers the entire time.
I remember feeling extremely on edge.
So
I don't remember that. I just like food.
you do remember just kind of being feeling driven, feeling focused on the task at hand, kind of almost glad to have a task to be given.
I felt motivated, driven, focused, I guess.
Okay. Tally like jot something down. Porter this entire time has just been silently kind of like drinking in each of you, just like and lingering, but each time like after like kind of spending a while like looking at each of you up and down, looking back to Tally, and just you see an ever-present smile whenever his Tally is in his vision. Is just a soft little turn of the lips.
How
Um,
cop does this man feel?
Oh, this guy is like he gives off like Marine, like, you know, veteran vibes, you know? Like he is like he looks like he knows every exit. He looks like he has a like a backup plan for his backup plan for his backup plan. Like it's beyond cop. It is like it is heavily trained type of vibe. Yeah. It goes beyond cop. I should have made you make an insight check for that, but I was too excited by the question. Also,
It's
your
the
wisdom
fucking
is
narc
also
math.
your wisdom is stupidly high right now. So like,
It's all a 14, baby.
well, it's higher than usual. I'll say that.
Oh yeah, uh-huh.
I feel like
So
after a while, Scylla's like, why don't we continue this conversation when I don't even know how you drink that much without me noticing? Why don't we continue this some other
you
time
look
now?
you look outside. It is fully dark out, and
Oh Lord.
there are like 5 people left in the bar. It's like if you had a clock right now, you'd notice that several hours would have passed. Well,
I'm-
I don't think I'm going to be getting this one all the way back to the other room that we had, so I think we'll just stay here with you all tonight, if that's all right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll get her up to our room and in bed. She's like, she's kind of like dozing on his shoulder a little bit. Just, all right, dear, come on, let's go. Let's go up to bed. And she's like, oh, okay. And she just kind of like leans over and gives you a hug, Scylla. Just like wraps her like long, spindly arm around you and just kind of brings you in and whispers, I'm so glad you're here. I missed you so much.
I missed you too, Dad.
Tomorrow we have to go to the beach. We have to go to
Okay.
the beach tomorrow.
Okay, Songbird, just go to sleep, okay?
I love you. Good night. And she just kind of slumps into Porter's arms, and as he kind of holds her upstairs. Are the
I feel
three
like
of
as
you?
Scylla, as they walk away,
Hmm.
Scylla was like kind of like had like a good front up, but immediately her face was just like after they leave, like she was full masking that entire fucking conversation.
Okay. So you guys have a moment now to yourselves, if you'd like to have any kind of
I'm-
conversation.
Are Yvain and
I
I
am
still
very
like
sorry.
stoned as fuck, or
Have you
I'm
had a
off of
long
that.
rest yet?
No?
No.
You are
A long rest.
Yeah.
Jesus, how strong is that?
long rest. And
Sounds
this is
good.
the second time that Yvain smoked it, so it's even stronger for her. Like,
So she can't
Cool.
keep any of this in her head then.
no,
know,
I mean, like I
don't-
said, no, your wisdom is up. Your wisdom is
Okay.
up. Your dex is a little, your vision gets a little like I said, it's weird. It's like you were used to the world vibrating, and now you're seeing. It's like you're used to having to wear glasses, but now you have 20/20 vision. It's that kind of thing. You're just like, kind of just like looking at things in a way that you never kind of looked at them before, and you're understanding things that you never really understood before. You're thinking deeper thoughts than you had before. You're just kind of a little bit like sleepy with the fingers.
The moment she saw the gift that Porter gave Tally and Scylla, she decided that she liked him and that his intentions were in the right place. But the fact that it was so expensive is just like, woo, woo, woo. What is he doing? Like, how is he making this much money? So she does look at Scylla. She's like, figure out what the fuck he does?
No, and Tally doesn't know either. All I've gotten is that he has a good relationship with his boss. I'm gonna bully the fuck out of him. It's fine.
Does he want?
I'll figure it out. It's so expensive. How is he affording 2 fucking hotel rooms? We barely were able to sleep here. The currency system is just more expensive. Fuck off.
I like them both.
They're kind of great, right?
Yeah, they are.
I'm very sorry about how drunk Tally got. She should not be drinking like that.
She's a
She's
grown
crazy.
woman. She can drink what she wants to drink.
She's barely a criminal. She's fuck.
Are you older? Is she older?
I'm younger than Tally, right? I can't remember. Wait, I have.
So you
I
came
have-
to. So I got this
I came to the
backwards.
orphanage.
I got this backwards. In our last game, you got there first, so you always felt like the older one. But
But I'm
she was
younger.
like, but and like also, you guys didn't really know your birthdays. So that's the weird thing. Your birthdays were the day you got to the orphanage. Like,
Mhm.
so you always felt like the older one, but as you guys grew up, it kind of was obvious that like she was like maybe a year or two older than you, but she never acted that way.
Yeah, so I think Scylla's around 20 and Tally's like 21, 22-ish.
She's 23.
It's did we determine it was almost Scylla's birthday? Can't remember. Um,
She's 23 and Porter is 25.
Yeah.
In case anyone needed to know their ages.
well, now I know. I was the baby, but I
Not me.
was always more mature than Tally.
You had
So,
middle
yeah.
child syndrome for some reason.
Yeah. Middle childhood are very solidly the youngest.
It's at this point that Porter kind of comes back down the stairs. Right, well, she's tucked in. Would you mind if I sat with you all for a little while longer? I'm not quite ready for bed. I'm a little pent up after the trip.
Sure.
Much obliged. He kind of sits back down, kind of still as ramrod straight as he's been. He does not seem like he's lost a step even through all the drinks. He's like he can handle it. He can hold his liquor apparently pretty well.
So, Paul, where
So
have
much
you
for it to go.
trained?
Um, most of it was the majority of the training I've done was with a small branch of the Cobalt Soul monks. They were There was a small monastery just a short distance away from Port de Mali, and I would jog there about once a month for a week and train for. I trained for about 5.5 years.
What? Does Yvain know what the Cobalt Soul is?
You have heard of, I mean, yeah, you've been to a Cobalt Soul repository, and
Well,
I think in this town actually, they have a small library here. I believe it
Did they
was.
give off like fighter monk vibes though?
They gave off monk vibes. They did not give off like kick your ass vibes.
Huh. That's cool. All right.
The rest of it was standard Crown's Guard training with the Crown's Guard. That I was there with Rexentrum in the Rexentrum battalions for a short while, but yeah, didn't suit me. You know, walking a beat, I guess. Just
Oh yeah, the cadence. Can't dance, can you?
It's very bad.
I'm
It's
not
really
much of a
bad.
dance. I guess I'm not much of a dancer.
So what you do now? And she's paying attention as he answers this.
I I work with a private security firm. He takes a sip of his drink.
Warehouses. Fucking I pulled security before, so like
They're like,
yeah. All right. Insight.
okay, go ahead and make an insight check.
Can Soul do insight as well?
All right,
Oh, and I got advantage
uh,
on these, right?
Scylla with advantage. Huh? Is it a wisdom? It's because it's a wisdom
It's
check.
wisdom.
No, it's just
We
your
get
whatever it
+4,
is.
so you
Plus
get
Oh,
+2.
two.
plus 2.
You get an extra +2 to it.
17. 17.
Okay.
No, sorry, 18.
18? Okay.
19.
Old.
Scylla, have you been drinking through this?
No,
Cool.
I gave you whatever was handed to me.
Right. Bell's
Scylla,
faded in
did
the
you
corner.
Scylla, did you roll with advantage?
Yes, yeah, 19.
19?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's telling the truth. You guys don't detect any dishonesty, and even you, Scylla, you detect no dishonesty. This is standard porter, what you're used to.
So it just like makes eye contact with Yvain for like 1 second. Just looks
Yeah,
back
she
to
catches it.
Porter.
Do they have food here, by the way? Like these chips are all right, but
Yeah, I don't know
It
if the
depends
kid
on
is
if
here
the
though.
kid is here. Yeah.
oh yeah, it is
Bring me
pretty
the
late.
child.
Ryan!
You see Tiamora at the bar. He's gone home. The kid's like
Ah,
17.
fuck. That seems unethical.
Did he leave any like leftovers or anything? Is there like a Tupperware but somewhere?
I mean, there's a plate of cold flapjacks, but
Yeah. Uh-huh.
they're
Is
cold.
Belle just gnawing on a fork in the corner?
Yeah. You pick something up, you got it in your mouth.
Hell,
I feel like
and like
Scylla also hands him a good berry. Like, here you go. Eat that.
Bella's crossfaded to all fuck right now.
And now he'll feel so
Fucking-
full.
Porter perked up. You visibly, like he was ramrod straight. You literally, it was like a little puppy, like perked his ears up when he heard flapjacks. I will take those cold.
Oh, really good.
It's like, oh, all right, here you go. And she brings out a plate of cold, banana walnut flapjacks.
Oh, fuck. Yes.
Mm. Do you have any syrup, butter, and whipped cream?
What?
Porter is asking this of Tiamora. Tiamora goes, no to the whipped cream. I'm pretty sure we have butter and hold on. And
Well,
she-
you know that he'll probably make them in the morning for us.
well, yeah, but I'm eating now. So
I'm fucking eating now. You can catch the fuck up, big man.
he's like, well, hold on, and like you see, Scylla, you were always used to him being a bit of a more quiet sort. He seems to have kind of relaxed a little bit. Like when you guys were talking and Tally was awake, he had kind of a he was his usual self. But you have started to notice that like he's kind of let loose a bit. He's
Did
not
you just
his-
laugh? Who are you? Are you my brother?
Listen, people change. All right.
That was very ominous way to
How about
respond to that,
you?
dude.
How about you, Miss Mushroom?
Oh wow.
Little Miss
What a
Mushroom?
what a comeback. Wow.
Oh wow.
So clever as usual.
You distracted me from my flapjacks.
It's because I want Belle to get more of them because I think he'll die if he eats something.
Yeah. He like so over the food, do you guys continue to grill him? Because the topic is kind of like moved on. Do you guys keep trying to bring it up?
No.
If
I'm gonna try
No.
to catch him alone at some point though.
Scylla is telling embarrassing stories about him as a child.
He is telling embarrassing stories right back, but much more quickly and succinctly.
Mm.
And scathingly. He's gotten clever. Like he's got quips now. He's got like little back talk. Like he was
Who
always
are you?
he was always the silent but deadly type, but now he's like silent until the end, and he just gets in like this tiny little quip or this little like a quote from a popular work, and it's just like, who's writing for this guy? Like, but yeah. very charming. The four of you stay up even later into the night. Do any of you pass out at any point? Do any of you tap out? Because he does not seem to. He seems to have like unlimited energy at this point.
I feel like at
I
some
need you
point
to
Scylla just kind
define
of
tap out.
yeah.
Huh?
I need you to define tap out.
Okay. Do you
Like a
lose
willing thing?
Do you willingly leave the table or do you lose consciousness? Okay. So
Lays
yeah,
on the
feel like at some
fucking
point-
hardwood, man.
Bell has his after a few hours you notice that Bell has fallen asleep on his empty plate of flapjacks with syrup kind of sticking to one cheek and it's kind of getting into his beard now and you're
Mm,
one of you realizes even if it's Porter will realize that's not going to be great in the morning.
no. I feel like at
Yeah,
some point
I'll
Scylla had leaned her head against Porter's shoulder, and I'm gonna roll to see if she fell asleep. She fell asleep.
Yep. He did okay, ever since Scylla has fallen asleep, Porter immediately turned his volume down about 4 notches and has not moved from that position. He has been perfectly, completely still while still taking drinks and eating and laughing and conversing, but just did not miss a beat. But like this entire side of his body is just dead to him. Like it's just like it's not moving. It's not going anywhere.
So they're both asleep right now?
It seems to be so. I think we have a couple of space cadets on our hands.
Oh, we
What's
do.
a space cadet? Ooh.
Ooh.
What tribe are you from?
Rivermore.
I met quite a few wandering Goliaths when I was in my training and actually at the monastery. Different tribe, though, different continent. So
I imagine so. We're around.
you're from Taldore, correct?
Yeah. Yeah. Outside we're in the Taurian forest. Outside the cliff cubes.
I've never been. I've never left. I've never left the Empire, I guess you could say, because I mean, the Clovis Concord is barely not the Empire at this point. I mean, Celezo are basically just Crown's Guard in different clothes.
Hmm.
But I've always been curious about Taldor. You always hear a lot of stories.
I mean, some parts of it's honestly a shithole, but other parts of it's really nice.
I mean, I
Like
can say the same.
home, you know, home has a special place in my heart. So like maybe it's like bias or whatever, but it's fucking gorgeous out there, you know.
I mean, I could say the same thing about Wildmount, but sometimes I feel like I've, over the last few years, like I've almost gone colorblind. Coming out here, there's so much life, there's so much color. In the city, it's all whites and grays and beiges, and here there's life again. It's where I grew up. It's the world I felt overwhelmed by.
Do you
And
think you'll end up back out here?
maybe one day, once the work is done.
What is the work? Listen, my partner and I are both involved in things that aren't entirely above board. We work with less than reputable folk for our survival and for the people who depend on us, so I wouldn't judge you if that was something you were involved in. But Porter, does Tally know?
No. And I would prefer it to stay that way. Allow me to to answer your question with one of my own.
Why do you want to know? And you can see in his face has taken, it's like his facial expression hasn't changed, but it's like someone just froze his entire face out. It's like suddenly his face is now made of stone. You can notice the muscles in his jaw. You can see like the sharp line that is chiseled in his face. Smiling still, eyes never leaving yours.
Couple of reasons. One, people are constantly trying to kill us, so can never be too careful.
Hmm.
Um, the second, I know we just met, but you're still his kin. So my partner and I, we are on the grand scale of things not good people. We're killers. Yet at the same time, we're guided by our own set of moral principles. And they're lines we don't cross, and we try to do the right thing when we can. It seems like you might be that sort. There's a light inside each of us that shines brightly for the other, and I can see that that's you and Tally. Um, the thing is, Porter, I'm still very much aware of the fact that my love couldn't flay someone without flinching. I love all of her, even the parts that are terrifying and horrible. I suppose what I'm saying is if Tally's going to be your wife, you need to let her see all of you, even the dark parts. I don't know much about marriage, but I do know that you probably shouldn't start one on a lie.
It's very good advice.
And you don't have to tell her everything. Lisette and I don't tell each other everything, but right now you're not only lying to her, but you're putting her at risk because God's forbid somebody were to ambush her on the streets of Rexentrum and she's not prepared for it, that ends up being on you.
Whatever happens to her as a result of my work, regardless of whether I told her or not, would be on me. For I chose the line of work that would have put her in the line of danger. So, assuming that that is the kind of work that I do, and the work that I do would put her in danger, hypothetically speaking, whether I told her or not is a moot point. What, at that point, the concern is doing everything I can to make sure that no part of my work reaches my home, and that no one in my home is ever afraid.
It's
I
your
do not.
business.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize.
It's your business. But
It is.
she's gonna find out what they always find out.
It's complicated, but I suspect you know it always is. Take solace in this. I am a good person. I never lose a wink of sleep over my work. And I am guided by a very strict moral code of my own. One that I'd hope to say lines up with my sister's. He kind of glances down at Zilla. And if you're with her, then I would assume yours would align as well. And you seem like the kind of person who has a good head on their shoulders.
We try. And your sister's a good egg.
The fact that you asked on her behalf tells me a lot of what I need to know about you. Because as suspicious as you were of your friend's siblings when you met them, imagine how suspicious her siblings were of her new friends.
Fair enough.
Scylla is a very special person. There are many people who would try to take advantage of her for her abilities and for things that she cannot control and had no choice in. I need you to know that I would go through anybody who would try. And I wouldn't think twice about it. And that does include you and the little man sleeping in the pancakes. I would put you both so deep in the ground that no one would even think to look. That is never something that I would want to do.
That's something
But
we
if-
can agree on.
But if you ever need me to do it, I will not hesitate. I'm just a call away.
I'm gonna hold you to that, Porter, because I'm getting quite fucking sick of this man in the castle.
I'm sure you are.
All right, I'm gonna get this one. We'll wash his face. He probably won't even wake up. And put him to bed.
I'll deal with her.
Thanks for the drink.
Thanks for the drinking partner. And thank you for taking care of my sister.
Always.
He holds out a hand, like Beastmaster style,
Yeah.
like forearm to forearm. Hope you know my left arm is hurting from holding it still, role playing through that entire thing.
I was like, you're so still. What is happening? Oh.
So yeah, you pick up Bell and trot him up to your room. Scylla, you wake up to some familiar fingers kind of just stroking your hair gently.
Good evening, sis.
I'm deciding what level of freak out Scylla's about to have. Maybe you can help. Because I feel like she had such a good day with her siblings and she was like running around, not paying attention. It's really late. And she definitely didn't dispel any shit. So you tell me, Mac, what level of freak out do you think Scylla has at 3 o'clock in the morning? She's in her brother's arms and is most likely could potentially hurt him right now.
As in, like, you didn't like you kind of like woke up and didn't expect this, or you woke up, realized the situation you're in, and had a reaction.
The second one.
Okay, so you woke up, looked at him, and are now reacting. How bad are you gonna freak out on him?
Like realizing I was not proactive today. I didn't do anything. I totally forgot to And now it's like 3 o'clock in the morning.
I would say you have a moment of that sheer panic, but then you realize it's your brother's arms around you, and it kind of dulls the panic into a oh fuck. Like
Mhm.
less of a panic and more of just a disappointment, and not and less in yourself, because the second you start feeling disappointed in yourself, you can almost feel his arm squeeze you a little tighter, and you start just feeling disappointed in the day for being too short.
Mhm. Put me down, Porter. Put me down right now.
You are sitting down.
Okay, great. I walk up and I fully walk out of the building.
Wait, you
Don't even say anything to him.
just
Yeah, I
fully
just
walk
walk out
out
of
of
the
the building?
Yeah. I just walk out of the building and I walk over to some tree or something. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning. She's scared. She's not gonna hurt anybody.
Gotcha.
She's like, I have to go 1 second. She like sprints out of the room.
He is immediately on your heels. Does not seem to be like having any trouble keeping up.
Of course, he's like 8 times bigger than me.
Are you all right? What's going on?
Mm. Just stay over there, please.
I'm not leaving
Like,
you when you're like this. What's going on?
no, 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 please. Like 2 steps back.
He takes a full 4
Okay, thank you.
as
And
his,
then just
you realize that's his apology for crossing a boundary.
mhm. um, and then just wherever I'm assuming she went to some like alley that has some sort of foliage, and just kind of looks back at Porter and tries to get him to turn around, and I'm assuming he will not. um, and just like deeply sighs, and then just like puts her hand out, and he watches something like fully like fucking die from her hand.
He watches without, he doesn't really bat an eye, but he watches, eyes kind of locked on you and what's happening, and he sees the pain that you're in. And if you look at him, you would see that one of his hands is clasped around the hilt of his saber, and you can see his knuckles are turning white. Um, like he is, yeah, you can, if you looked at him, you would see those big brown puppy dog eyes filled with a mix of emotions that you can't quite understand. Uh, but it's a familiar mix. You've seen that mix of emotions once or twice before, and it was just as hard to understand how that person was feeling too.
Oh, ow, Jesus. And I think Scylla looks like kind of was trying not to look at him, and then looked up and like immediately clocked him with his sword. I don't know. So react to that. She's feeling very um I think, and then kind of goes to walk past him and then stops and says, "Are you going to let me pass?"
He just looks down at you as you get up, and you can see as you stand up, you can see that that white knuckle grip he has relax a little bit, and he lets go of that. And before you can even say any of that, he is like in 3 steps. He is at your side, picking you up and bringing you into another one of those bear crushing hugs. And you can almost, you're used to Porter. He is a rock. He is literally the marble man. Like
He's shaking. His voice is shaking as he speaks to you. Are you all right?
I feel like you've asked me that question a lot today, Porter.
Because you keep giving me answers that don't match up with what I see. And I don't like to push you, but I need to know.
No.
We're gonna fix it. I promise. And he just holds you. And he just
Cries just a
he,
little.
he refuses to let go. Like if you try to pull away, he kind of pulls you in closer.
Mm-hmm.
And finally, he kind of just lets you down. And you look kind of up at him, and you can see the tears have dried on his face. And you see that mixture of emotions, that same mixture of emotions. You see anger. You see fear. And you see sadness. And he just pulls you back in to hold you again.
Please stop crying, Porter. When you cry, it makes me cry. Please stop.
I'm trying to squeeze it all out, all right?
Okay.
Just
Tally can't see us like this.
I know. He puts you down, kind of wipes away your tears and brushes you off. Are you ready?
Yeah. I mean, not gonna hurt anyone now, at least by accident, so
Okay. Are you sure you're ready?
I feel like ready is a very relative term in this situation.
Okay, because I'm going to tell you something.
Oh god. Okay.
Are you ready?
I guess so.
You have to promise not to scream or laugh.
Oh, those are two very different reactions, dude. Okay, I promise. I promise. I promise. I promise.
And you see Porter, this fucking rigid stone of a person, struggle to get the words out to the point where he just kind of turns around and leans his face up against a wall for a minute. Turns around. Masked vigilante.
Are you Porter? No, I'm not.
You promised.
I'm not doing anything. You cannot prove
You
anything. You cannot see my mouth.
promised.
You cannot see
You
my mouth.
promised.
Like,
You
are you wearing
promised.
spandex? Like, are you wearing a costume? You can't see my
Not
mouth. You
s-
can't prove anything.
What is spandex?
It's like it's like a really clingy material
No, I wear
that sometimes
robes.
in, okay,
I wear robes and a gi. What?
like a okay. Continue. I'm not doing anything. How do you make money doing that? Sorry, continue.
My boss is a very, very wealthy and kind older woman who wished to see a community that she grew up in taken care of. And so she employs a small number of individuals and a even smaller number of teams
to take care of the community in ways that the Crown's Guard can't or won't. And it is best for us to remain anonymous when doing so, and to give people of the community a symbol around which to rally themselves. Therefore, masked vigilante.
Still like fully punches him in the shoulder as hard as she can, and it definitely hurts her more than it hurts
Doesn't
him.
flinch. Doesn't flinch.
She's like, "This is the shit you've been hiding from Tally. Really?"
Do you know how long it would take for her to stop grilling me about this? Do you know how many jokes she's so clever. She's so clever.
She's a divination wizard. She can fucking help you.
She's busy. Look, I don't want her up late nights worrying about me. I want her up late nights either studying if she's up or sleeping and getting ready for a study the next day. She's
already worried about you. She already brought this up to me. We've seen each other for 6 fucking hours. She was like one of the first things she brought up to me. And thankfully, I didn't have to bully you out of it. I just had to show you something traumatic. So win for me.
I was going to tell you anyway because I want to tell her. I just am not sure how at this point, because I wasn't telling her to try and keep her safe and stop her from worrying and not be scared. But there are bigger things at play
BS,
here.
Porter.
And now
That's so BS.
there are bigger things
Just
at play
fucking
here.
Tally.
There are bigger things
Okay.
at play here.
Murder the bigger things. Solve problem. That's what we did in Iman.
We don't kill.
Oh, you're fucking Batman. Okay.
Well, we don't
Understood.
kill. We try not to. It's a last
She's
resort.
pretty proud.
It's a very last resort.
It's like my first resort. So good for you.
All right, well, fucking give people a chance. Rehabilitation
like
is
it.
possible.
Oh my god. Not for people who are selling your friends
Do you
into
deserve a
slavery.
second
That's
chance?
not just
Do you deserve a second chance?
Porter, I don't think you want that answer
Do
from
you?
me right now.
Do you? I think you do.
That's very nice of you.
I think you do. I think Yvain does. I think Belbin does. I think all of you, all people in this world, are worthy of a second chance. And I will not give up on that chance. A second. Not a third, not a fourth. A second. And after that, well, the gods decide, not me.
That's everyone? Every single person? Like again, he tried. I know a dude who tried to sell you into slavery. You think he deserves a second chance? He cut
Listen,
his fucking tongue out. He deserves a second chance.
if I didn't see the best in the world, I don't think I'd be here. You know? The world is a dark place. The world is a dark storm cloud of a place. And without those without those silver linings, it can get hopeless. Especially when you've seen the kinds of things that we've seen. I've seen things that I wish I hadn't, that I'll never be able to forget. doing what I do. And, you know, it sounds. I framed it that way on purpose so that you would think I was, you know, leaping across rooftops and
Are
spandex
you not?
occasionally.
That's what I thought.
But there are some dark corners of this city, and I've gotten very acquainted with them. You don't do things like we do without seeing a brighter world on the other end of it. You don't do dark things without hoping that there's light at the other side. I don't believe you're all darkness. I just believe that you spent a long time in the dark and it became comfortable.
Porter. You have to tell Tally about this.
I know. Should I do it like I did it with you? Were you not worried when I said it like that?
Unfortunately, Porter, I think she's gonna be worried either way.
Well, my options at that point are quit and go back to the Crown's Guard earning 5 gold every 6 months. Or I can keep earning 20 platinum with for every head. Not severed head, but you know.
I'm not telling you to quit, Porter. I think if these are your goals and you feel like you're doing something good for a city that you love, I'm not saying to stop. I am saying that you need to tell Tally because lying to her is fucking stupid and she's gonna cut off your fucking head at some point if she finds out this went on too long.
I know. And I'm scared.
I'm shocked she hasn't seen something already.
I'm good at what I do.
She has visions. Like there's no way to stop those.
She didn't talk to you about that.
What, Porter? Oh god, we've talked about so many things today.
She hasn't had one since you left.
Like specifically since I left.
She's
Oh,
been wondering about it. She's been looking into things all about you.
does she still get her feelings, or is it like fully?
I think she may get a feeling or so about me occasionally, but you know, she's been awake when I've come home a couple of nights on rough nights, but she hasn't had any of those, you know, like what happened when we were back at the orphanage.
It's just adding on to more piles of fucking shit about me, my lord. No, she didn't tell me that.
Well, I shouldn't have either, and I apologize. That's her story to tell, not me.
No, you know her. She's gonna. Both of you are gonna fucking hide shit for the greater good.
We both think we're smarter than the other one. That's the problem. I've
You are,
got
I'm
to
so
accept
sorry,
that she's
baby. You
smarter.
are not smarter than Tally.
I
I'm so
know,
sorry.
I know, I know. All right. It's
Just
well, now
literally in like crazy crack college. Like
It's at this point that the sun begins to crest up.
oh my god, we need to go to bed right now.
this is around the time I usually get home, so
Go to fucking sleep, Arthur. I swear to God.
right. I'll see you in the morning then. It's so nice that you're here. I
Okay.
missed you. I have no one to talk to. Well, Tally, but that's different.
You should have gotten a third mirror. They're all connected.
I'll
And they only
start
have
with this.
one college
I
to
could
buy.
only afford the two.
Oh, also, I mean, if you're really like, if we're as we're like walking in, I just want to tell you, we're like really fucking broke. If you ever feel like donating to that,
How much do you need?
I have like 12 gold.
How much? Oh my God! All right. Well,
We're like some
I
dude
mean, you can
on a
make that
boat,
last for a
some
few
old man
weeks.
in a boat,
You can make that last for a
stole
few
took
weeks.
like 100 gold from us. How much gold was it? It was like 100 gold.
Yeah.
An old man in a boat took so much money from me.
Right. Well, yeah. He just pulls his pouch off of his waist and just hands it to you.
Oh God, what?
There you go. It's what I carry with me usually, but I have a chest back with us.
So Scylla looks guilty for like 1 second, and then it's like she used the word "I have a chest back with us." She's like,
Yeah, like this is just, cash for daily spending. You see there's 10 if you look inside.
yeah, I'm like fully. I don't
Yeah.
care.
5 copper, 10 silver, 10 gold, and 5 platinum.
Oh, thank you, my brother. I
It's
love
always
you.
good to have multiple denominations.
Sorry, give it to me one more time.
5 copper,
5 copper,
10 silver,
10 silver,
10 gold,
10 gold.
5 platinum.
Yeah, I love you. Okay, I feel better. Thank
If,
you. I love you.
if you need more, just write. Or send us a message. I can always send you some.
Yeah, I don't like have. That's not a spell that druids have. But
Well, write a bloody letter or use the. Well, I gave you a gift, so no excuses.
that's true.
Once
Yeah.
a
Well,
day.
okay, that's double-sided. That's double-sided.
Uh,
You have a wizard with you who has full capability of having the more spell setting.
you would not believe the amount of spells she has to prepare every morning for school.
But I'm not shocked. I'm not
It's
shocked at all. That place is crazy.
It's ridiculous. She comes home and has like maybe can maybe cast 2 things and some cantrips.
We
Anyway.
both have to do better. How about
Anyway,
we decide on that?
You need to go to bed, is what you need to do. Go, 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 go,
Sweet.
go up. He shoos you upstairs.
If I find out you didn't sleep, I will stab you tomorrow.
I
Close
love
the
you.
door.
Good night.
I love you too.
And with that, I think we're gonna take a quick little break because I gotta use the bathroom.
I gotta pee so bad.
All right. Be back in like 5 to 10. All right. The next morning finds you all some with bit of a headache. Yvain, you feel pretty fine actually. Like maybe it's just maybe you're just bigger. Maybe you just like, maybe you didn't drink as much as you thought. Maybe that God, I can't remember the goddamn name of it now. Waterweed. Yeah, maybe the waterweed just kind of helped balance it out. Belle, you feel like hell froze over, thawed out, and got deep fried. Belle has the equivalent of his hoodie up and sunglasses on.
Oh, I can't. I used to have sunglasses right next to this desk. I can't find them.
Could we say that in the time in the night over, Scylla, knowing that they drank all night, took lesser restoration?
Yeah,
as a
sure.
spell?
Sure.
Okay, Belbin, come here. Pats him on the head and casts lesser restoration. Gives him a good berry.
Oh.
Belle, you just now feel like hell froze over and thawed out.
Yeah.
Up
Thanks,
a little
Scylla.
bit. Yeah.
I was promised flapjacks.
They'll definitely be here now. It's definitely like late in the morning.
Yeah, it's like around like 10, 11.
It's brunch time.
Yeah.
If Tally asks for a mimosa, someone smack her on the
Yvain's
back of the head.
muted.
It'll probably be me, but you can
Yvain
do
is
it.
stretching, and then she's like, oh, great. And then she does some push-ups.
No one fucking asked you.
uh, but yeah, you guys like heading downstairs? Is there anything you guys wanted to do before, or anything for the plan? Anything planned?
Oh, I feel like Scylla's
Um,
lying in the
thanks.
bed and she's staring at the ceiling and she goes, "Guys, he told me, and it's really fucking stupid. You can't say anything though. You
Immediately
can't say anything though."
crisscross on the floor, like looking intently. What did he say? What did he say?
Superhero. He's being paid to be a superhero.
Wow. Shit. I thought it was the complete opposite. I was like being very
Oh my god, me too.
as if he was like up to some shady shit, like the kind of shit the set and I get up to. Oh
Can we
no.
be surprised quietly, please?
Wait, what?
DM laughs not.
Like,
Don't
what
say
do you
anything.
mean?
Don't say anything. He like also he's gonna fucking get himself killed. He thinks that everyone deserves a second chance.
Oh,
Everyone.
no. Oh god, this is so much worse than I thought.
It's the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, I punched him really fucking hard.
Like I get
It
where
hurt
he's
me.
coming from, but the world isn't black and white like that.
Yeah, I have a feeling this mindset will not be talked out of over one conversation after he watched me kill a tree. So,
Okay. How's he making money doing this? Is it
some
like
lady's
us?
paying him.
Like we kind of do stuff like that? Is it like that?
I think some lady like I don't know put together the fucking Avengers, and she's like paying. He said like, what did he say, Mac? 25 platinum a head.
20.
20, 20 platinum a head for whatever a head
Doing
means. He
it
said it was not
naked?
cutting people's head off.
He's not killing people then?
Is he naked?
He's wearing a gi, like robes and a gi.
Usually you have to be naked to make that kind of money.
Wait, no, I don't understand what he's doing. How is he making money? Is he a spy? Is that like a looky gig?
That's he said that. I mean, that's kind of what I'm assuming. He's so beefy. He can't be a fucking spy. There's no way.
You'd be surprised. Oh, he probably
I don't know.
fucking hates me now. Oh well.
He does not have a hateful bone in his body. Unfortunately, he should. He should get at least one because everyone. I told him about Ulfric, and he like kind of was like,
For the record, no, he fucking didn't.
he didn't say anything. I brought up Ulfric twice, and the man was like, everyone deserves a
I
second
didn't hear
chance.
Ulfric. I didn't hear you say Ulfric.
I
Oh,
said
shoot.
the guy tried to sell Yvain into slavery like 2
Genuinely
times.
did not hear that bit. I think I was having some mic issues. Oh no. Yeah, if he heard Ulfric, I had a whole line set for when I heard his name.
I didn't say his name. I just kept referencing what he did.
Okay. For that guy, I'm sorry. If I realized you have been talking about Ulfric, he would have said that man made his choice more than once. He got what he had coming to him.
Okay. Still a little bit too idealist for me.
Smash cut.
I'm trying to paint a picture here. Hang on. You guys are not getting it.
I think we just think Batman's gonna get himself killed when he lets the Joker have a second
Yeah.
chance.
Yeah.
Just wait till he gets a Jason Todd.
And then I have a very sad sister.
Well, at least it's not anything crazy. He's not working for like the Myriad or anything.
Yvain, did you hear what the fuck you just said?
Belbin, we have traveled across the globe following the whims of a madman in a castle for platinum, so I don't really think we have much room to judge here.
That's fair. Takes one to see one, though. So, you just said what he's doing is not crazy, and then said that working for a crime organization is more crazy than dressing up as a fucking superhero.
Uh,
I need as much bread as I can get into this body, like 4 hours ago.
Let's just go get breakfast. But no one say anything. Okay. I will cast silent. I will cast some sort of spell on you before you say anything, and it will not be fun for you.
wait. Why would they tell Tally then?
I don't know. Also, apparently, I've told you Tally's had visions before, right?
Yeah.
Like she's a
Yeah. you mentioned
divination.
that.
She hasn't had one since I left them, which I think is weird. I just want to bring up. Just put that in
Everything about us
everyone's
is weird.
brain.
What does that mean?
Why didn't she like
Great question.
reach out?
What does that mean? Does she have visions about other things?
Apparently not about her fucking.
She had
fiance
visions
being
about
a
other
fucking
things, right, man?
superhero.
It wasn't just me, or was it just like me waking up from nightmares?
Make a history check for me.
Check on myself. Let's do it.
Seriously, yeah.
bitch.
Like you can do it. You can do it with advantage because it is about yourself. Oh yeah, special die.
Well, visions about her fiance being a fucking superhero, but
That's what I was telling you. I was like, "There's no way she doesn't fucking know. She one vision. You're down the drain." Oh, honor the cock.
gotta honor the cock.
Gotta honor the cock.
Gotta honor the cock.
If you don't honor the cock, what will you honor?
Yeah.
Exactly.
13. I was with advantage. The other one was 9.
I mean, she had like quite a few visions, at least like one or two like every couple of months, like maybe like once a month. And usually, yeah, it would be about like your nightmares or, you having a bad day or Porter, being, upset about something or, Rail got in trouble or, one of the, one of the, I don't know what to call the people who ran the orphanage, 'cause they're not exactly nuns or like sisters or something. But I guess, yeah, they're sisters of the order of something. One of the sisters was going to be coming down hard on you guys about something or other. It seemed to be all pretty innocuous. I mean, like no like actual no like pattern that you could recognize.
I mean, they weren't always about me. I mean, if you really wanted to take a step like further, they were always about people in my direct relation, but they were also people in Tally's direct relation. So
Huh. I blame Castle Man. I'm gonna blame him for everything. So
he seems like it's an easy scapegoat, It's always his fault. Anyway, let's put it into a tiny box and go get breakfast. I have so many boxes.
why am I so
Yay.
stupid?
That's a great question.
It's
That's why we
so
don't
much
like them.
easier than being smart.
Let's go get potatoes, Belbin. Come on.
Potatoes.
You guys head downstairs. You see Porter and Tally are already down there. You see a bunch of breakfast food. You see an empty plate or two in front of them. Looks like they've already eaten and have just seemed to have been sitting waiting for you guys to wake up. You see Tally's got a book open and Porter is scratching at something, scratching away at something in a book, like a notebook or something. But they're just like sitting across the table from each other. As you come down, neither of them notice you as they are engrossed in what they are doing.
Tally Priscilla slams her hand into Tally's back, like claps her on the hand really hard. How are you feeling? I saved one for you if you don't feel good.
Fuck you. You can see
So we talked
she
about being
has
loud.
she has these broad sunglasses like over her actual glasses, like or that are like these like massive over-engineered spectacles
Mhm.
that have like several lenses to guard from the light. Um,
Uh,
that
Scylla will. Okay, got it. And she'll kiss her on the head, and she'll cast Lesser Restoration on her as well. It's
Oh,
only a second level spell. Is that better? Here's a good
oh, I
berry.
finally don't have a headache anymore. Thank you so much. Oh, I love having you home. I mean, I love being back with you. Hi, I'm sorry. Was I embarrassing last night? I can't, it's a bit of a blur.
Embarrassing, less aggressive, maybe better word.
Oh, did I get bossy?
A little bit.
Oh, you guys, I'm so sorry. I made such a bad first impression.
No, you're wonderful.
Oh, I
Really.
feel so bad. Look, well, we should all go out today and maybe do a little shopping. Maybe we go to the to some of the casinos. I hear that I was talking to the bartender and she said that that some of the shops and things are opening. And so I wanted to go, just kind of look around and see what the town had to offer. I wanted to go to the bookstore. I heard that there was a bookstore and a library, so I've got to go there. Absolutely. But
Library's crazy. Crazy.
did you guys need you guys haven't eaten yet, have you? Because we still have food, plenty
No.
of food.
she gestures down to the massive table of like flapjacks, eggs, sausage links, bacon, rolls, biscuits.
Start digging in.
Yeah. You see Porter has kind of just closed his notebook and is just kind of sitting quietly, just kind of just sitting in his chair, not saying anything, as Tally is just rattling off what she wants to do. That, oh, and we have to go to the beach. And I definitely want to. I'm definitely going to get some books, and maybe I might want to get a new skirt because I'm got some holes in one that I can't fix because they're too big to fix with mending, and I don't want to pay to get them done, like redone. It's an ugly skirt anyway, so I just want to get a new one that's kind of like it. But and so she's just like going off on this whole thing.
So it's just eating and just listening to her ramble.
Yeah.
Yvain sees the expression on Belle's face and just feels so bad for him and is trying to think of a way that maybe he could bow out gracefully.
But yeah, whenever you guys are ready to go, we can do that. Unless you guys like had other plans today, um, I could just go as well. That's totally fine. I'm totally cool with just exploring.
Nothing's trying to actively kill us anymore, so
I made my
we
way
don't
around the
really.
Rexentrum, so
This is true. That place is crazy.
All by myself, as she glare and she says pointedly, glaring over at Porter.
And Scylla will also add to the point of glare in a very different context towards him.
anyway, so if you guys would like to come with me, I will be going.
I can go with you, but Belle, if you're or you if you guys still aren't feeling well.
Oh, did you guys have a lot to drink too?
Yes.
He
Yeah,
passed out in some pancakes.
I had a whole big breakfast and I've just been reading for like the last half hour. So, like I've had time to kind of recuperate a little bit. So, if you guys need to take time, that's totally cool. I completely understand. Don't feel like you're offending me in any way if you don't want to come. Shopping isn't for everyone. I just love it.
I can feel my pulse in my toes.
Oh, sweet boy.
And this was
Also, you're
after
not supposed to
lesser
strain your
restoration.
eyes immediately when you're all fucked up.
I know, but it's a good book. It's about this one I've been doing a little bit of fiction now that we're on the road because somebody told me that I should try to study less while on the road. Cause it's vacation, it's my wedding, I should be about So I decided to try and do some nonfiction, and this one is about a knight and a mage. Um, I think they're brothers, or maybe they're just friends. Um, I'm not sure, but
Just
it's
guys being dudes.
Two
they have a
brothers.
lot of they have a lot of
Not just.
conversation. They have a lot of conversation about just like difference in sort of like ways of life and like their like pathos and ethos on things. It's like very much an intellectual kind of study on the difference between the warrior and the magician kind of
Mm.
archetypes.
So like barely fiction.
Look,
It's a conversation.
I'm trying, okay? I'm trying.
Okay.
Oh, I've read that one. Brokeback Mountain was great. Um,
I think that's a sequel.
oh, sorry.
Spoilers.
But yes, and she kind of like leans into you, Scylla. He told me I'm not speaking to him for the next 24 hours. So
Do we want to do like Girls' Day?
if you catch me trying to speak to him, I need you to poke me really fucking hard.
Oh, girl, I can poke you
Like
so
this.
hard
And she
nowadays.
like jabs you in like right
Jesus.
like right under the ribs as hard as she possibly can. Like I mean like about half as hard as that.
So it does sound like a girl's day. I
I would
will.
love a girls' day, and Belle, you are 100% invited.
I'm going to be horizontal for at least 4 hours.
That is totally fine. You do whatever you do. And
Um,
just like she like tosses her hair. Whenever you're ready, girls.
Okay.
And just flips open her book.
You can hang every bag on my arm. I will carry everything.
Oh, sweetie, you had way too much to drink. I can carry it. It's fine.
It's really okay. I promise.
So, to save time, I'll say you guys have the next week to yourselves again. This time, though, with Tally and Porter in town. Um, the three of you go on a bit of a girls' day. If you guys want to like show her any specific places, that's up to you. She will also take the lead if necessary. But it's really up to you guys how you guys want to do this. But for that first day, we'll say we'll go into like some light detail on the first day, but then next session, think about what you're gonna do with the rest of this downtime for the next week. Because after this week, you guys are scheduled to, or at least requested to come down to Cardona Equar ML at this particular location just
Uh,
southeast of Nicodranus.
I feel like as they're shopping, so it's like, you know, letting Tally talk a mile a minute, and um, I feel like you can really tell the difference between when Scylla is with Tally versus when she's with Porter, because she's very much like a mirror kind of person. But I also feel like Yvain probably clocks her doing this every like a minute or so. She just looks up and she's like, for like blonde hair, and every time she's a blonde person, she kind of like maybe ducks behind Yvain a little bit, doesn't even really look, just sees blonde hair and just kind of moves just very subtly, just like
Tally clocks it too, and she says, "Don't be such a pussy."
I'm not trying to be. I mean, yes, I am. I'm fully being. I'm very scared. Very scared. I'm very scared.
What does she look like? I don't think you've ever told me.
Oh,
She's
she's so pretty, you
super
babe.
cute. Like,
It's been like
so she swings one way, I swing both ways, he swings one way, so I'm just like caught in the middle like a fucking bi freak. Um, and she's got good taste. She's got good taste. I give her that.
do you
Well,
want
like,
to describe her towel? Because I feel like I still
yeah,
just
I need
blushing.
details so that if I see her, I can be like, oh my god, is that her?
She's looking at you like,
I'm not going
Okay.
to describe your fucking crush.
Uh, she has like almost like super platinum like white blonde hair, so it's kind of um noticeable. It's not like blonde, it's like
As she
blonde.
wrote
I
in
think
her journal once, it glows like moonlight.
Oh, Scylla.
why are you reading
You're
my
such a
journal,
fucking
Telly?
sap.
It's usually like got some braids in it somewhere. I'm sure she still does that. Kind of short. Um she has like kind of a very noticeable like scar on her face, like on her jaw. She's like a little taller than me. Um kind of jacked for like a cleric, but like stringy jacked, Like
Yeah.
uh
She
yeah,
used
she
to
wears
be able
blue a
to
lot.
pick up Scylla, and Scylla would literally turn into a mushroom. I swear to God. Like that's why that's why I really think that she like does her whole like mushroom thing now because it's like I've never seen any more mushroom like than when Rael would pick her up.
Listen, she was ah!
What about the eyes?
Oh, like so blue. Like so blue.
Like deep pools
I'm gonna
of
kill you, Nelly.
water,
You are going to die in your sleep.
purest in the moonlight.
I'm gonna actually kill you. You can't get married because you'll be fucking dead.
Revivify, bitch.
That's true. Yeah. Um. Yeah. I don't. I don't know what she looks like anymore, but that's what she wears blue a lot.
Okay, well, if I see her, uh, do we need like a code word? Or
Hmm. Nah. I honestly don't let me be a bitch about it. If you fucking see her, you fucking rat me out. I'm not gonna lie, because if I see her first, I'm gonna run. So also, if you see me running, just grab me, because I would be a pussy about it. Telly is so right.
all right.
I might trip you just so, you know.
Oh, great first impressions after
But
2 years,
see, I
Telly.
warn
Thank
you
you.
now. Isn't that better?
Mm,
It's improvement.
yeah. Yeah.
I
Sure.
know you can't really do it because you're on the road so much, but I'm in therapy now.
Wow. I'm very proud of you. I think Hannah was trying to give me therapy, and I was just telling her about my little boxes, and she just got scared.
You see make an insight check for me
And
with
so
advantage.
dirty 20.
30 20. Yeah, you see Tally's face just kind of like she goes from like I'm in therapy now to like when you mention Hannah, just go, "Ah, uh-huh, yeah. Oh, did she? Really? That's crazy.
Hmm.
That's crazy that she would make you do that. Wow." It's yeah, that did something. That did something. There's some
Mm.
the mention of Hannah Alvarado just kind of was a little bit of a weird. It's a weird reaction to have to Hannah's name.
I do an insight check on my insight check.
You got what you got with the 20.
Okay.
Like, hang on.
Yeah.
Um,
So
but yeah, you guys shop. You guys, she drags you into a casino and tries to show you guys how easy it is to count cards and loot and
Holy shit.
fucking psycho.
she loses about like I want to say in total 125 gold.
Oh my god.
Like when all of it's added up, it's like 125 gold that she loses trying to like show you guys how easy it is to count cards.
It's so easy, tell. Yeah. Hmm?
Yeah.
Well, it's easier in the theory books. It I
Harry,
had
I
the
really,
Well,
I
maybe.
really need you to not say counting cards so fucking loud in this building.
I had the
Going to
theory. All
jump.
the math was working out, and then all of a sudden everything changed. It's like the and
Scylla just like puts her hand over Tally's mouth, and, like drags her
you
out.
see her trying to get to the dealer
No,
behind.
no.
And as you guys are dragging her out, she insists on taking you guys to a spa and paying for it and trying to like.
You're paying for it, Tal. I'll go.
I am
I'm
spending
going to scare them.
I am
but-
spending as much of his fucking money as I can today.
Good, you fucking deserve it, girl.
Can you fucking believe him?
No, honestly.
No, I thought he was up to way crazier shit, honestly. But
I didn't want to assume anything because I love him and he's like, I told him I would always support him no matter what, even if he made choices that I did not agree with, as long as they were within our moral This is so within our thing. Like, what if he doesn't trust me?
I don't think it's that.
I think it's more he's worried for your well-being.
But does
Which
he
is
think
still a bullshit excuse, but like,
100%.
yeah.
does he think I can't handle things? Like,
I fully called bullshit on him when he told me. I was like, this is fucking ridiculous. It's Tally. Why would you not tell her?
I think he believes that he would be burdening you.
you guys are so fucking lucky
What do you
Of
mean?
what?
that you don't like boys.
You could have chosen the girl, dude.
Listen, he found me first, okay? I did. Look at those puppy dog eyes. You see his eyes. You see those puppy dog eyes. His sweet little blonde hair, and he's like,
You are explaining up the wrong 2 trees.
oh my god, where's Kahu?
That's a great question.
He
Where is your
didn't
fucking
bring
dog?
him. He, I
Is
swear,
he in the fancy hotel?
I swear,
Did he
if he
leave?
left him there, I'm going to add on another like 5 days to this.
Let's go get the dog and let's go to the beach.
You guys go back and learn from the concierge at the very fancy hotel that Kahu was booked into a doggy spa. He was booked into a pet spa and has been being pampered and like preened all fucking day and night. And you guys go to pick him up. You see a large brown. I want to make sure I'm getting this the right breed. Yeah, you see a large dark brown mastiff. He is a hound dog, a pure breed, just wrinkles and all. And he is currently, when you guys go to pick him up, he's lounging in the sun with just like, he's like doing the full layout and he's got just the tip of a bone in his mouth on the ground. So it's just like,
Oh,
and he kind of like does
baby.
the as Tally as he hears like apparently he can tell it's Tally from her footsteps and just gives like a solid like bark as she comes up and he kind of gets up. He's a big boy. He's a big old boy. And yeah, he's lively when he's up, but when he's down, he is down and out. When you guys get to the beach, he like plops his head on your lap, Yvain, and is just like wagging his tail into Scylla's lap and just immediately falls asleep and starts drooling on you. Yeah, he's a big drooler. Constant wet kisses. And he's a kisser too. Like just kisses everywhere. So as you guys are at the beach, going crazy, having a great old girls' day after the spa and the shopping. She gets you guys both like a new little cute little outfit or item of clothing or whatever you'd like.
I will fully take that outfit. I've been planning that out in my head.
Yep.
Phil's new
She
outfit.
buys you guys new outfits if you guys want them. And she imagines a little game of she puts together a little game of picking out an outfit for Belle and dressing him up. So letting the two of you pick out Belle's outfit. So this is something I want next session that the two of you have to collaborate on and surprise Belle and I.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, as we kind of leave you guys doing that, Belle, have you been up to anything?
I got as much bread as I could, and then some more bread, and then
Mhm.
I took some and I went back upstairs and
Mhm.
I locked the door to our room
Mm-hmm.
and I sat down and I had uncomfortably full snacks with my sister for about 8 hours, and then I fell asleep on the floor.
So when you guys return eventually that night, you return to a snoring Belbin surrounded by a bunch of crumbs and crusts of bread and a couple like rinds of cheese and a small flagon of ale that is like half empty, little hair of the dog. But he is passed out, snoring, belt undone, belly distended, just fucking conked. He's got the little like anime bubble coming out of his nose. So, as we pull out on a slightly more pleasant view of the town of Phelan, we pull back to see the continent of Wildmount split as it is between Jorhas and the Dwendalian Empire and that third little strip, Clovis Concord. And we pull out farther. We see Isilra, Marquette, Taldore on this beautiful little marble in the center of the darkness that we call Exandria. And off in the distance, millions and millions and millions of miles away, something tears. And that is where we're going to leave it for tonight. Our session will end with that.
We're making global problems, y'all. Universal problems.
Let's fucking go.
You guys good? You guys okay?
Yeah.
You guys had a good day, right?
Sure.
You guys had a nice chill little time, caught up, learned some stuff.
Made fun of Porter.
Just wait till you didn't ask him about what, like, you didn't ask him about anything. Like,
No,
there are
I
so
was
many
just trying not to
details.
laugh at him.
I came up with so many details.
It's okay. It'll be fine.
Cannot wait for you to ask questions about that. He's going to hate talking about that.
I'm
But
gonna grill the fuck out of him. Just not right now. Like I'm gonna tell Tally that was the main goal.
yeah. But great session as always, guys. This is always so fun. And I think I'm gonna probably end the recording here. So everyone say bye to our future selves catching up on this. So bye, Mac, prepping for next game.